Good day, everybody. It's Max, and this is Transport Fever 2, the Deluxe Edition, the Eurozone. You betcha. And on today's episode, who wants to make trains? I do. Who wants to make complicated trains? I guess that's me too. Yeah, I do. So, I thought at first, we would try to do something somewhat simplistic, right? Nothing too fancy. And then I totally threw that out the window and decided to make something a little more fancy. So, with that, big thanks to recent subscribers. Their names are at the bottom of the screen. And all those who are watching the series, I appreciate that very much. So, yeah, trains, complicated, a little more fancy. Let's get to it. Okay, people, it's train day, you betcha. And we're going to go for something not so easy. Yeah, so all this work I've been putting in, let's have a look at that. All right. Not that, this. So a lot of cities now have at least a looping transit loop around them. I still have a few that are not done, like down here towards Italy. And of course, the peninsula I haven't done yet. But that's because my plan was to kind of get set up with my first train lines probably up here in the northern part, right? France, Netherlands, Belgium, part of Germany, this kind of area. And then I had a thought. Okay, so it turns out Stockholm up here wants bread, okay? And look at that. Down here, we have farms and bread. Well, that'd be awesome, isn't it? Yeah, I would think so. Now, it turns out, at the same time, Copenhagen wants tools. And guess what we have way up here? Well, we have wood up here, and wood to turn into planks, and planks to turn into tools. I wonder if I can make a train line work in this disaster area. Sure, so we're not going to take the easy way out. Heck no, we're going to do it the tough way today, people. The tough way, because that's what you come for, the entertainment. Yeah, right. Okay, so, the trick here is we're actually going to have to set up a few lines, a few truck lines, and now the truck lines I'm not expecting to make a lot of money on. If they break even, that's great. They are there to support the train line, which I will be depending on to make the money, right? To way offset the truck lines that are going to be required here. Okay, so we are going to have to fill in all a few pieces, all the things. I'm actually going to run the game while we try and do some of this, just because it will make things a little bit easier. We are probably going to run at least a couple of bridges here, and that's because it will be more efficient to handle the whole tools, needs, whatever thing. We're also going to have to work out this to get a train station in. That's a thing. And that train station is going to have to come across here to pick up bread here. All right. Oh man, you really picked the doozies on this one, didn't you, Max? Yeah. And when you cut some of these bridges off, the game's going to be really upset with you, right? Like that, like you weren't going to get away with this for free. No, but I should be okay to get rid of this one. Yeah, because of that other bridge at the moment is going to retain what we want. All right. Sure, he says. Well, this was kind of what you set this up, dude. You're the one that wanted to tackle all the craziness. You could have picked something less crazy today. Not saying. Cargo station. Sure. Do you want to go 240? Yeah. Do you need one or two tracks for this? I don't know. You can probably get away with standard, but maybe we'll make it high speed anyway. That's $500,000, dude. You're crazy. Do we want containeraries? No, not right now. If I do, I'll put them in later. We only need one track for this? Sure. Okay. Do this, and we'll get it stuck on here. That's a nice looking setup. What about because this is only part of the setup, right? Yes. Sure. All right. Well, this is where we're going to go with this, right? Yeah, I'm thinking so. Okay. Cool. All right. So is this road ever going to be needed? Now, I know why this road is here. Geography-wise, it is kind of accurate to come up and around and then come over this way. I don't think there's a second bridge here. I think the bridge is over here, and then you have to come up around this way, and then Nimo and all that stuff. But I mean, this bridge is kind of here, and I'm kind of okay with that, but maybe we try and put in the road work anyway. Take out this little bit of dirt road, and we'll go with something a little more modernized. I will go up to 80 kilometers an hour on this road. Really? You're going to do that, are you? Well, yes, and the reason is that I don't know if I'll be keeping these bends around forever. I might try to upgrade them at some point in time, and I think it would be at least somewhat decent to try. And you can't do that, right? Are we getting a hill here? No. So you got so many. You got 101 problems, and every one of them is right in front of you, dude. Like, you got to cut this immediately to make this to come in down underneath here, and this bridge is going to go, and a whole bunch of stuff. Wow, this is going to be quite the episode, isn't it? Yes, it is. So let's just get on with that, shall we? Let's just go with the keep. So where do you want to start making this turn at? Like now? That's probably a good idea, isn't it? Sure, he says. Because, I mean, I'm going to have to come in right here. So, like, you can't, like, you're going to have to probably take it right to about there. Sure. Wow, there's actually a little bit of a valley there. That's good, because we're going to have to run a bridge over this thing, and it's going to be a nightmare already. Okay. So, something like that, and something like this. Very good. All right. So now, as much as this road bridge is really exciting, it cannot stay. Oh, and we're getting an autosave. Maybe I should cut that back from the 10 minutes at a time, because it's going to interrupt like 5 times today. So we need all the things to come this way. So our first bridge of the day is going to be right here. Sure, he says. And at the same time, I do want to keep kind of turning here. We don't need the 90-kilometer bridge. Something a little more modern would be nice. The 180 is probably fine. I think we don't have any trains that can go over 180, so we'll do that. And then we'll take Mr. Track here. Now, again, I'm just doing this first just because, the roads are easy to fit in later, but it's a lot harder to make other things fit in now, right? So, are you going to try and keep coming this way now? Do you want to try and put the station right here and then swing up that way? That might be the good idea, actually. Sure, he says. All right, let's go with that. All right, because, I mean, the torture of what we're going to try and do here today. Yeah, because I didn't feel like just doing a plain passenger train. No, let's do a mixed consist. 2 different types with multiple truck lines, hopefully supporting this whole rigmarole that you're about to pull off here. Oh, that's fine. That's perfectly fine. Good. Well, I'm glad you think so. All right, so we are going to stop this here for a second because traffic will get excited here until we fix this, right? And really, you're not going to get excited about that? Oh, I'm sure you can't cut off a bunch of cities like that. I'm pretty sure that's against the rules. Why aren't you flashing me the silly flashy light up there? Anyway, well, let's get this train station in here, because I'm pretty sure what I've just done isn't allowed. And I might back that off to about here and then straighten the track out. All right. Buildings. Yes. And you're going to have to hook a road to this stuff, dude. Yeah. And you're going to have to make a mixed station here. I just want to point that out. Right. A mix station, he says. Holy smokes. Just, you really don't like yourself today, do you? No, but that's fine. Okay. So, turn. Again, the R key doesn't work, Max. Guess what? It's not like most games. You need the other key to make this work. And I'm zooming out here a little bit just to kind of get an alignment on hitting that peninsula. And at the same time, try to maybe establish a road network with the city here. Unfortunately, the tools are on the other end of the city. I can't help that. That's really unfortunate. I would have liked to have had the tools on this side of the city, but whatever. It's fine. You know. So, let's say right here. What about that highway that you just blew up, Max? Well, I'll have to fix it, won't I? Yes, you will. Gosh darn it. You know what? You're going to even have bigger problems because wherever you put this train station at, you're going to have the passenger station come by later, and that's going to be a nightmare. Great. Sure. Okay. Yeah. All right. Let's do this. All right. We're going to take this out. We're going to take you out. Sorry, guys. Welcome to reality. Welcome to my nightmare. I think you're gonna like it. Okay. The 70s. Okay, so, nevertheless, the 70s aren't helping you here, dude. You know what's helping you here? Nothing. You're going to have to make that even wider. And you know what's even crazier? I think you're going to have to put that passenger station in now. Because if you don't, I think you're going to miss the turn on that, too. And guess what? I think you're going to have to back this all the way up. Darn it. Yeah, all right, fine. Listen, people, sometimes it's like, you know, it's like drawing. You throw the first 10 drawings out, and the 11th one looks really good. So that's what we're going with here. So, all right. It will come together much better soon. Enough, right? And you got to fix these bridges. Okay, $861,000, he says. Well, you know, things don't come cheap. No, they don't. All right. Okay, and we'll put that in. There we go. So we have cargo there. We have cargo dropped off here. And now you've got to start making the turn up this way because we need that to hit this station here. And this road's going to be in the way, so we're just going to take care of this right now. Yep, bye-bye, road. We'll replace you soon enough. Yep, sorry, people. Sorry. Yep. Bye-bye. Okay, so it is what it is, people. Most of the road network is getting reworked up here. Do you want to try and do the station edit on this? I realize I'm not the best at this kind of thing, but I will try. So if we do a passenger building, I need platforms. That's the cargo. That's the passenger platform. I'm pretty sure this is how you handle this. Okay, and then we'll put in tracks. Sure. Okay, all right, and that, and then go back to platforms and put that on the other side so as they can get underneath this thing. I think that's sort of how it works. I may have to put a platform over here so as they have like a way to walk around, if I remember correctly somehow. Anyway, I'll put 2 over here for the moment. I mean, I can put 2 over here as well. It doesn't really matter. Okay, so there. That should take care of that for the moment. I think this allows them to get underneath of that to get into this, and then they can get over that. All right, well, now you go. Holy smokes, dude. You've got a whole lot of mess going on now. Yeah. It's fine. It'll be fine. It's going to be fine. All right. Sure, he says. It's going to be fine, is it? Well, yeah. I mean, you know. I mean, it's... All right, so we got to come swinging up here. Swinging up there, he says. somewhere's around there looks good, he says. Let's put a bridge in there. Okay, what do you think about that? I'm actually pretty happy about that. Wow, this is quite the plan you got going on, Max. I know, right? Like, you couldn't do just a simple train for your first one? Nah, it's simple. What's this simple stuff? Simple. Nothing is simple anymore. Okay, so let's get a cargo station out. 2-track. So we got to make this turn. All right, somewhere's around there. Let's see how close I am. Well, you're fairly close. Right about there, maybe? Sure. And then you got to kind of add 2 to it just to kind of make things happen. All right. No. What are you... Game, what are you doing? No. You don't get to outguess me, game. What are you doing? Why can't I not click that down where I want it? Like, gosh darn it. Put that down there. Fine. Listen. You want to be that fussy? Go away, road. I'll deal with you in a minute. Yeah. See, roads. Where we're going, we don't need roads. Well, not right away anyway. Yeah, because I thought I was going to have to be out here a little farther, so my track is now off. Gosh darn it. Yeah, goodbye. Confirmation. Yeah, refund me things. Okay, yeah, there we go. Just give me my money back. I will say that that is one thing in Transport Fever 1 that is very annoying. And, you know, I will say I am glad you get money back on such big purchases. You know, because money, it's important. Meanwhile, no, you don't want to play with that road network yet. We'll come back and fix it. It'll be fine. It's going to be fine. All right. Well, it's a little crooked. Yeah, I guess. Sure. Like 289, 279. Dude, in this era, trains aren't going nearly that fast. Don't worry about it. As long as you got it somewhat close. All right, now for the big turn up here. And we have to make... now, let's see. You need to do this next. Right. Let me do this. Configure this. We're not putting anything in here. We're just putting the tracks in to help with the. Now, usually I would just run these tracks straight up the side, but because it's kind of got this hill piece on the on the left, this is definitely going to help me with just getting alignment done. Right. So, like for example. We're going to start about here, I think, and we're going to take it to about here, and then I think from here is where we'll try to pull this out. Yeah, that looks good, I think. There we go. Nice. Now, as for making this turn into Hamburg and all that stuff, that's a later thing. Dude, that's so much later. That's not even close to now. True. So we won't worry about it now. We will do it later. But you do got to worry about going for the split here. So we will do that. And of course I have to have a stuffy nose now. What's with the stuffy nose? I don't know. Okay, so we're gonna do this, and this is allowing the passenger train to bypass this, right? We don't. The passenger train will definitely not have any home here. Okay, so you got to keep blowing up this road because unfortunately, this old highway road, isn't going to work for us. Sorry, guys. I know. Okay, and we might as well take care of our junk rail up here, so as we can get ready to put something in here. Now, what's going to happen here is two things. One, we want the passenger station to stop here because we're done. And then I need the rail station to go here, right? Because that's a thing. And there's a road that goes all the way over there. All right, well, we're not worried about that road. That's a crazy road. That's someone's craziness. That's what that is. Okay, so we don't need crazy road. Oh no! Don't be blowing stuff up. We don't get to play that game. Now, let's get this in here. Get the rest of this track out. This is gonna be a bit of a tight mess. You do realize that, right? Yeah, I agree. And there's this mountain here that I gotta kind of skirt around, so I gotta kind of come in this way, somewhat at an angle. Which is a little messy, but we'll try and make that work. Sure, Max, that's what you do. I know, it is what I do. And I do pretty good sometimes. Collision. Is that water? Do they got water up here? Okay, I guess we're going to have to cover the water. It's really shallow water, dude. Like super shallow water. Okay. It's like the most shallow water ever. Yeah. Okay, there we go. That's weird. Okay. I don't remember any lakes up there, but maybe, well, I mean, we're talking about scale, people. Doesn't matter. All right. So now it's a fight, right? You probably only need one track for this. Well, yes, I do, but I actually need platforms on the other side of this track. Because look at this mountain range on my left here that's trying to spearhead into my thing. Which means to make this work, I gotta have like a shared road. Well, why don't you go with this? Well, I could. I haven't used one of these in a long time. Well, maybe it's time to use one, isn't it? And the angle on this better be brilliant. Sure, he says. Let's try there. I mean, you know, if we have to blow it up and do something with it, it is what it is. Now we need a cargo station, and I need a cargo station and a passenger station. Oh yeah, all the things, right? Sure. Did you want to do the passenger station and the cargo station on the other side? Because, you know, that's how this is going to work, right? Sure. Passenger station. Yes. Okay. So I got to come up the coast, right? So let's come down here. I got to come up the coast. I got to cut this in just so, right? Maybe we make like a little roady road here. I can see me having to turn that other station like a little bit more. Sure. And then we'll put an attachment road there because you're going to have to bust this stuff around anyway, I think. I don't think you're going to be able to reach that bread no matter what you do. Sure. Okay. Okay, well, now that you're trying to convince yourself and you sort of finished. No, you know what? I'm going to do that slightly different. Let's do a piece of road. Okay. We're going to do a piece of road right here. Yep, like that. Yeah, no. Don't try to second guess me, game. I just want you to put a piece of road in, okay? There you go. Now we want the station to attach to this road. All right. And preferably not like that. Like, why can't you do this the way I want you to do this? Oh, because you just want to be fancy. Oh, okay, fine. Sure. All right. Is that where I just need this road to go in for a second, and then I'll fix that later, I guess. Yes, please. I will take that. Is that about the right height? Maybe I should have tried to run that road up. Yeah, that's probably what you should have done. All right, we'll try it again. My stuffy nose is driving me crazy. No, come on now. Come on now. You want to do this. You know, construction is possible. I know it is because we just did it. And I don't think that's going to be where I want that. I need it to be right there. Okay, that's fine. Except now I see what my problem is. Yeah, this is trying to go straight down, and I need this to go straight flat. There we go. Do that. Thank you. Holy smokes. Okay. As my nose is super stuffy. Okay, there we go. That's what we want. All right, cool. You're going to fix the other one? Not yet. That's an approximation. We'll fix that in a minute. Okay. So, here we go. Let's ride. Okay. So we're going to come up here along the coast. We're going to try and cut this a little close, just because we want to have as much turn into there as much as possible. Of course, I do got to save room for 4 tracks here, so don't get crazy. And there, why don't you do this part here first? Okay, cool. Let's do that. I agree. There's 3, and we'll do that for 4. All right, so that should now allow me to bring these tracks back together, like so. Oh, yeah, it's beginning, people. It's beginning to look a lot like rail all over the map. Okay, so this is how it starts, people. This is how it starts, right? You get building rail, it gets going crazy. Next thing you know, like trains everywhere is how this works out. Okay. Yeah, come on, drag that a little faster, dude. There we go. Just wait until you have to try and put some signals on this thing. Oh, I know, right? Boy, this is... I mean, we're 25 minutes in, dude. You haven't got enough... You didn't even have enough time to finish this? Oh, sure I will. It'll be fine. Boy, you kind of tucked that one up against the coastline, didn't you? Well, yeah, I did. I will say it's a little closer than I expected. Sure. Can we get that to carry? Yeah, give me this. Yeah, I need you to go up here just a little bit farther. Maybe right about there. All right. And this, of course, is one of the things about Transport Fever 2. Sometimes you can't get the sticky to work, right? So the sticky isn't working here. It wants you to stop back here. Fine. Now can we do the rest of the sticky? Good. Yeah, sometimes the game's just fussy like that, people, and you got to work with it. Yeah, see how we don't get the sticky? Where are we going to get the sticky at? All right, so we're getting the sticky right up to there. Okay. And are you going to sticky up to here? All right. Now I take this the rest of the way? Oh, no, I've lost the sticky again. Really? You're giving me that much hassle over this? Get out of here. I don't believe that. Can we come down this way? Yeah, sometimes the other way will work just as well. I am fine with this. Okay, that is our passenger station, but we do need a dual-purpose station here. Sure. So we're going to do platform and cargo and boom. Like that. And 2 sets of tracks. There we go. 1, 2. There we go. And all right, we'll throw some platform on there. And I think I have to throw platforms over on this side so it can once again act as a connector. Sure. I may have to play with this for a few minutes, people. We'll save it afterwards. But anyway, so that should allow the platform to handle both types. So we will now get back to tracking. Sure. Or am I done? Yeah, I think I'm done there. Yeah, go back in here and go back to tracking so as it doesn't get all funkified on you. All right. So there is 1. And you got to behave yourself all the way up here. Yep, that's 2. Now, really, this is the end of the passenger line. So what I could have done, I could have just won 1 line in there, but, you know, just for cleanliness, I guess we're doing it that way. But what I will do is I will do this before I forget. So this line out here will never get used. That's fine. Now we got to fix this mess because it's a mess. And it's not even close to being aligned properly. All right, well, yeah, refund me my monies. Holy smokes, I can't believe the things you're trying here, Max. I know, right? Gee whiz, I just shake my head. And you know what? We're going to actually go with this cargo station. 1 track. And I will show you why shortly. So, cargo, right about there, I guess so. Man, that's going to be really expensive to do that thing that you want to do. Yes, it is, but maybe it's fine. Is it okay? Is it fine? Well, it is kind of fine. I mean, we're going to do it anyway. All right, cool. So what we want to do is we're going to configure that, put some platforms down the other side of this sucker. There we go. And something like that. And cargo buildings. Sure, we can put in like a I don't know, some medium station with a couple cargo platforms, make it look cool. Doesn't really matter. We're just using them for the touch points. Okay, that works. And I am slightly disappointed in this, but we are going to do something with that. This is going to attach to the very end of that, boom, and cost me $173,000. Okay, that's fine. Okay, so we're gonna do this and this and this. We'll put this here, and then this is gonna come here like this, and like that. And then over here, we're going to do this. Something like that. And this will do something like that. Now, the reason we're doing that is so as we can use this one station to load all the lines up. All right, that's awesome. Now, most of this will never be used. Obviously, we're just worried about getting something out there to make something happen. All right, so now you got to put some signals onto this, dude. Yeah, I know, right? That's crazy talk. Signals. Sure. You know, signals, right? And sure, something like that. Now, this can be I think I gotta do this a certain way. Pretty sure I'm gonna have to take that out. You know what? I'll take it out for now. I'll deal with the consequences later. Consequences? What? Okay, it's fine. Look, it's just fine. Okay, sure. It's fine, he says. This is there, and this is there and there. I mean, we're not having a lot of trains running up and down these lines, so it's not like I gotta have a lot of signals on here, but we gotta have some signals on here. Sure. You do realize these are like $3,000 a piece, right? Well, that is unfortunate. I'm not very happy about the cost. I will say, you know, the cost is, you know, kind of a killer. But you do got to have signals if you want things to run right. Well, maybe we don't want them. Well, yes, you want them to run right. Don't be so silly. Yeah, and that's platform stuff, so you can't touch that anyway. All right, we'll do it this way. There's 1, 2, and 3, 4. Okay. Everything kind of joins up down here. Let's do it on before the side of the tunnel. Doing signals in the tunnel is fine. I just, if I can avoid it, I will. Sure. You want to get one set of signals in the center here before the station? Okay, let's do that. Okay, and here, here, here. Okay, and now we'll go for the station stuff. Now, this is where the passenger line is, and we're going to temporarily... We're going to temporarily run this line in here like this. Yeah, don't panic. All right, there we go. So we're going to do that temporarily just so as we can get a passenger train running on this as well. I know, that's really freaky. Okay. All right, so meanwhile, we got these guys coming all the way over here to pick up lots of material. Hopefully, with bread, right? Wow, I don't know. Do you think this is going to work? How's your time? We're only 33 minutes in. I mean, that's nothing. That's easy sauce. All right, cool. Now for the road network stuff. All right, that's the train networky stuff. Okay. Now for the road networky stuff. So over here, we got to do this first. So we're going to clean this up. And sure. I mean, this road is actually fine for our purpose. So I really don't need to get too fancy with a fancy road coming over this way. Now, geography speaking, it's probably the more accurate solution. And we could get it to probably fit right over that hill. I am very tempted to try. All right, why not? I mean, if we're going to try and do something with it, let's try, something that's somewhat accurate, I guess. Sure, we're going to do that. 1, 2. Sure, that works out about right. And we're going to take that off. And yes, I realize I'm now going with the 60-kilometer roads instead of the 80-kilometer roads. But we'll go with that for now, and I'll upgrade them later if I need to. All right, so we want to come up around this bend. I'm not too worried about connecting it. That isn't my goal here. My goal here is just to kind of get this road, connect back up to the town. Okay, sort of like this. And do you want to connect it up to this side of the town? Maybe. Did you want to put in like your road network now because you didn't do so earlier? Okay, I agree to that. Yes, I can see you automatically want to attach to that road up there, and you're very excited to do so. So something like that. Now, we're not doing a lot of truck networking here, right? So, yes, I would like to have a bus network up here. Are you going to let me do this? Like, can I kind of get away with this? Maybe? Sure, he says. We'll let you get away with whatever you want, sir. I doubt that. But I will take your answer. Sure. All right. And then maybe come down here like this. Okay. And then are we going to just come straight down on it? Something like that. Okay, I'm fine with that. Now, are you going to try and upgrade this road in here and blow up all this town? Not right now. I don't think it's necessary. Okay, cool. Because I really didn't want to do that either. Let's go back over here and we'll get this set up. So we actually want the bread to get dropped onto this line, right? I really couldn't care less about the wheat and all that stuff. The one thing I would like to do though is if there was a way. Oh, the tool shed is over here. Okay, how did you have this pictured in your mind, Max? Well, you see, I had this vision, and the vision was we would come to this side of the road and pick up the tools, drop them off in Copenhagen before going back up and getting more wheat. Wow, that sounds like a really great plan. I know, right? That was such a good plan, and you need the freight people to come down here to drop off the wood because it's too far away. Yeah, that was kind of not thought out very well, was it? Sure. Okay. Food. The wood's coming down here. And, the wood can get dropped off here. That's not a problem. And then by truck, you can take it down here. So you have two-way trucking here, wood to here, and then back to town with the tools. All right, well, that works out. And then you would run an empty train to here. So then, yeah, I could just run these farms like crazy, like this farm to this bread. All right, sure. So this is the one that's probably going to take the loss because there's no real way to make money on this. That's just the way it is, people. Okay, but it is a short little line. Well, we take loss on it. It is what it is. How far down here can we get before it loses connectivity? Somewhere's around here. Like, we want to make this as short as possible. Is that in the middle of both of them? No. Okay. I was going to say, holy smokes, that's crazy. But like if it only takes me like 3 trucks to do this, I am perfectly fine with that. All right, so there's that. So yeah, how many trucks does it take to make a line? Well, hopefully not many. Okay, and then we're just gonna truck him around here, and he's gonna drop off wheat into this building, and then the train is gonna come along and take all the Wheaties away. All right. Wow, this is quite the plan you got going on here, Max. I know, right? I really hope this works. Me too. So, this means you need a road to get over here with probably like a bridge or something. Yeah, that's probably a thing. So let's do that. All right, go back to streets. We're gonna take down a nice little country road. Country road coming down, and I'm going to be confused. Okay, so right about here, sure. And then we're going to take that road right over to here. That's kind of a place you'd want to put a bridge, right? If I can get the road to come off of there. Well, that's like too high. It looks a little weird. So if I can do that and then get a bridge to come off over here for the trucking to come down and get these tools and drop off this stuff, I can work with that. All right. So where is the dents in all this roading? All right, so we're going to put... No, we don't want a crossing. No, forget that crossing stuff. Oh, come on. Really? Yeah, I was going to say, you can give me a little bridge here. I mean, come on. Really? You want to put in the extra pieces just like, for something to do or what? If I move the road kind of back here a little bit. All right, well, let me think about that for a second. If we put the bridge here instead, can I get it to look a little more natural? Something like that? Yeah, it looks a little more natural. I'll take that. All right, now we curve. No, not the dumb curve. Okay, that's also a dumb-looking curve. Really? You're not going to give me a nice-looking curve? There we go. That's what we want. All right, and then come down around this way. Do you really want all that traffic from wherever this highway is going? Yikes. All right, well, we're going to take it for now. I'm not happy about it, but we'll take it for now. All right, so we're going to pick up tools, and we're going to pick up lumber here, and basically we're going to shuffle them back and forth here. All right. This highway here is just for Hamburg, but it looks like they're cheating and coming out this way, up this way anyway. I may actually get rid of that. Like this road here isn't really natural anyway. I think the computer just did that to do that. So you know what? I am not going to keep this. I'm pretty sure the bridge that they have is over there, but I will have to look that up. I will go on Google Maps later. I will check it out. So this is now the highway they will use to do that, and that's fine because we're not using most of this highway. This is for them. Only this part of the highway here is what's going to get used, and I can always 4-lane that. All right, so that's going to handle the wet work stuff over here. This will handle the train station stuff over here. We are going to need a truck stop. Not that. Yes, this. Yes, and this is going to have a platform on the left and the right at 30 meters, I think. Because we're going to be moving stuff around here a little bit. First of all, we're going to move stuff into town. Them tools aren't going to be for free. And second, I think we're also going to have to... let me check this train station out. Yeah, see, it only gets to about here, and the tools are back here. So we're going to need a tools line to take the tools up here. That's unfortunate. It is what it is. But the second thing is that we got to have the lumber dropped off here to go down here to get tools. Right. never mind about the tools thing. It's just the lumber getting dropped off here and then taken down here, and then these trucks are going to have to take it up here for the tools. I'll fix that. All right, so that takes care of that. That takes care of that. Now for this. Did we actually get the connection network to work with that? Yeah, whatever. No, we didn't. Okay, so let's get a little temporary, a teeny tiny road in here just to make this all happy, to say that it works. There we go. That's all we need. And now that works, right? Yes, it does. All right, so that will take care of that. Okay, up here, bread is going to get dropped off. It needs a station. Sure. Passengers are also going to get dropped off, and we'll need someplace to go. We'll have to put in bus routes afterwards. I just want to get the freight stuff working today, people, before we run out of time. So, sure. Okay. If you take that back down to 20 meters, can you squeeze it in here anywhere? Oh, you can squeeze it in there too. Look at that. And it's just going to work. Really? That's nice. I'll take it. All right. And as for up here, what do you got going on up here, Max? Well, it turns out we're going to hook this road up to here, this side, hook this road up to here to this side, and this should catch both of these. So let's see if that happens, shall we? So we're going to take it from here. Right, you've got a link on there, right? Yes. Let's move this down to here. Okay. And as for this side, we'll just bring this right up to here. Okay. Now, if we touch this, boom, we get both of them, baby. That's how that works. That's awesome sauce. Okay. Can you make all that work? I don't know. Well, I don't know. Doesn't cut it. What do you need? Well, I do need to put bread because it's on the far end of the city. We're going to have to put bread up here. So we're going to put a station right there. All right, and we'll have them drive around a little loopy-loop. What about these guys down here in Copenhagen? Yes, well, you need to put in a tool center. We haven't put in the 4-lane road for them here yet. So what does that mean? Well, it does mean we got to figure that out. Darn it. Did you want to try and turn this into a 4-lane road now? Yeah, but do you really want to risk losing all them tools? We could put it on the backside, right up here. Where do you want to try and sneak in a secondary road? Because I think that's going to be the other question. You need a touch point road to come through here, because I don't... yeah, you're going to miss out on them two buildings over there. Gee, that's going to be really ugly. Like, you guys are mostly houses, right? Yes. All right. We're going to do this. We're going to do this. We're going to do this. Just a little bit. All right. I am going to try and make this 4-lane road right up to this intersection. And hope that it doesn't blow up all my buildings. Sure, it's going to be fine, he says. Well, I'm glad you think so. Bus lane. 7 buildings will be moved. Excellent. Nobody dies. I like that. Thumbs up from me. Okay, so let's do this. Excellent. Excellent. Okay, so now can we get that bus line in there? Sure, he says. Can you get the bus line in, he says. The freight station. Right up to here. Is that going to give me everything but the 2 over there? Okay, well, I'll take it. All right. Sure. Now you gotta put a freight line into all this, right? Sure. I mean, this is fine. This is perfectly fine. Okay, so let's make some lines, people. Okay, so new line. This is going to be I'm going to leave this as orange, and I guess my theory here. What other colors do we have? We have yellow, orange, red. I'm going to make this green, and that's because it's not directly connected to the city. It will need the train line to do that, so green will be my flag for that. So I need to go from here to here. Done. And we're going to call this one Cope. Cope bread. truck. Okay, so that's what that's going to do. All right. Then the Cope bread train, right, will be the yellow because it actually will make the touch point to the city, right? Or actually, what is it? Stockholm. It'll be Stockholm that gets that. So you got to fix that, dude, because that's Stockholm's line, not Copenhagen's line. Darn it. Let's go STOCK. Sure. There we go. All right. So now we know we can get a train down here for that. In fact, are we going to try to do the train now? Let's go to Stockholm. Let's go Stockholm first. Sure. Okay, so the bread gets dropped off here. It needs to be delivered up there. So this would be... this is going to be Stockholm bread truck as well. I'll have to put a D on it for delivery, because you obviously can't have two names the same, right? New line. This one will be yellow. So we're going to have to go from here to here. And this is going to have to be the stock bread. Well, we can just say 2, right? And then truck line. So the first one is the one that makes the bread, and the second one drops off the bread. Sure. And, like, can you make that line any more ugly than that? Like, can we not use, like... Really? I spend all this money and doing stuff, and you can't figure out a single waypoint to make this work? Come on. Okay, fine. We will do it this way. And something tells me you're not going to figure that going back, so let's just do that. Sure, so we'll go in here. Upper Stockholm, add a station, waypoint 1. Oh, look, you just figured that out. And then we go to King Street. And add a station, and waypoint 2. Oh, look at you figuring things out. Aren't you smart? You better put a truck station in here too. Okay. In fact, I'm going to need one down there too. Sure. All right. Turn. Okay. Let's put it right about here. That's 39. All right, that's fine. How many trucks do you think you're going to need for this little monstrosity? I wouldn't say any more than... Let's not go with any more than, like... I'm thinking 4, but 3's probably the better number, right? Because these are going to be loss leaders, right? All right, so let's say 3 for now. And this will be the stock bread 2 line. There you go. Okay, down here, this is cool. We'll buy, I don't know, 2 trucks, right? I mean, we'll try 2, see what happens. And they'll go on the stock bread 1, stock bread line. Yep, there we go. I mean, I don't know how many trips they can do, what the train going back and forth. I mean, I can always throw a 3rd truck on there, I guess. Now for the train line. Oosh. Do you want to try the train line now, or do you want to try and put the lumber line together? Maybe we try to put the lumber line together. All right. So that lumber line down here, so this is going to be Copenhagen. Lumber is brown, but tools are gray. Let's go brown, because I don't see any gray there. Oh, well, we do have grayscale down here. You know what? I'm going to go brown with this one because you can then do steel, and I'll do steel as gray. All right, sure. We'll go with that. So we're going to click a station, are we? You know what you didn't put down here? A station. Just give me a second. Okay. This only needs 1. I would think it only needs just enough to get things rocking and rolling here. How far out can you pull this? We'll do it there, I guess. All right, so now let's go back in here. So we're going to add a station. We're going to... Well, actually, you know what? I'm going to take that out. We're going to pick up lumber here. And then we're going to take it to here. Then you're going to take them tools up to here, right? And then just do all that again, right? Because that's a thing. Sure. Do that all again. And, all right. So this is going to be the cope. Tools. Truck. Okay, that works for me. Now, we need the cope, tools, lumber, right? Now, the train's going to do a double swap here, right? It's going to drop off logs and pick up planks at the same time. So, hopefully that works out right. Now, up here, we don't even have a truck line up here either, because these should just dump right onto the line. So that's good. So now we should be ready for the train. Holy smokes. I'm scared. Okay, so a train. Right. So this train is going to be amazing. Is it? Wow, you sound so confident in that. Yeah, it's going to be amazing. How much do you want to pay for this train? I don't know. I mean, we want it to kind of do a thing. The 442. I always enjoy the 442. I mean, you know, it goes 100, and I like that. I don't want the Milkadoo. I'm not feeling the Milkadoo today. Oh, we could go with the Flying Scotsman. 6 million. No, I'm not feeling that. Maybe we go with the 442 Atlantic for starts, huh? I mean, it's 20 kilometers faster, and all right, so we'll start there. All right, let's just try to get this to work. Holy smokes, what are you doing, Max? I don't know. Okay, so cargo, that's interesting. So cargo, sure. Okay, so we need to take bread all the way up here and drop it off. Sure. Boxcars. Boxcar. So we have different sizes of boxcar. Yes, 12. Do you want to go with, how many of those do you want? So 12, 24, 36, 48. Let's say 4. Nope. So all that. No. I don't want... Yeah. Stop it. Gee whiz. No. I don't want any of this. No. Here's a configuration for you. Yeah. No, I don't want to edit the select vehicles. What am I got going on here? Yeah, sell. Yeah, please. Holy smokes. You'd think that was like the most torturous thing ever. Can we try that again? Yeah, okay. I know, I realize I'm a little rusty, but I didn't think I was that rusty. 442. Buy one of those. Cargo vans. Gondolas. No. Yeah, okay, so we want to come up here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Holy smokes, you think that was crazy. What are you? 8? No. 12. Okay. Sure. How fast were them boxcars, by the way? Yeah, they're 80. So this train is overpowered for this, but that's kind of okay. So what we want to do is we want to drag enough logs down there to hopefully get enough stuff. Now, the other trick here, of course, is the tools, but I think we'll be okay with the logs. No, not that one. Yes, this one, 12. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Because you got to take 2 for 1. Now we're not going to fill up with lumber of those, but you got to drag them logs 2 for 1, right? $9 million. I can afford one of these. Okay, sure. We'll take one, I guess. And we're going to put it... You haven't got a line for that yet. All right, well, let's make a line for that, shall we? You know what? Let's let the game run for a minute. We're going to lose money here. I'm very worried about that, actually. Because we got trucks coming out of, like, stations. Well, these guys will make a little money. I will say that. That line up north may not make any money, but we're making a little money here for a second. You got to make a line for this. Sure, new line. All right, so we're gonna pick up stuff, and we're gonna take that stuff all the way north and drop it off here. Right. Then, and of course you're on the wrong side, because why can't you figure that out? Do I even want to know why you can't figure that out? Pretty sure that should be on the other side. Can we use this signal here to help it? There we go. Look at you being smart now. Why couldn't you figure that out earlier? Anyway, it doesn't matter. Then I need it to come up here, pick up logs, and now I need it to take those logs all the way to here. And look at you not figuring this out. Really? Is that what we're... Is that... what's going on here? Where's my number 5 at? No. I don't know what you're doing there, dude. But that isn't what I want. I need you to come up here. Now, I need to... I'm going to need... Really? You guys are not that very smart here today, are you? No. Can you come on this side of the line? Yes, thank you. I wonder why it's not being very smart today. It's usually much more smarter than that. So then go here. So that's 5, right? And then I need it to stop here to drop them logs off. And then it can go and get me bread again. Okay, let's hope that works. Holy smokes. It's going to work, Max. You've done this kind of stuff before. You're just a little rusty at it. Have a little confidence. Sure, all right. Line 1. Maybe we should name the line and not make it orange. Okay. Let's go into where that is. So this is the Cope stock. Let's call it the Cope stock tool train line. And we won't worry about the bread part, because I'm sure that'll be fine. What color do you want to make this, dude? Tools. We can go with the brown, I guess. But what kind of brown color with yellow? All right, well, we'll stick with brown for now. That's fine. Okay, is he pulling out? I think he is. Oh, yes. Not only is he pulled out, is he gone? Like, where is this train? I got a train now, right? Please tell me I have a train. No. Line. Oh, did I not put him on the line? Wait a second. Oh, yeah, he's definitely gone. Where is he? How far did he get? Okay. Boy, he took right off. He wasn't wasting any time. Where'd he go? Oh, yeah, he is all the way down here. Man, he is cruising. All right, cool. All right, well, we know he's going to get away on me a little bit here. I wish I could afford 2 trains, because that would, of course, then we would set this off to do an offset, right? But we'll see how this goes. Again, not worried about the passenger side yet. I just want to make sure we can get this side to work first. Sure, he says. Everything's going to be fine, he says. All right, so he is stopping here. And, of course, that would be because he would be dropping off lumber, right? Now, I haven't set this truck line up yet, so, whatever. Maybe you should. That he's probably not going to be very... Well, wait until he picks up the things here, right? Is this guy working? Well, oh, right. Trains have to come and touch this for the first time. Sorry, my bad. Can we have that now? Is that a thing? All right. Yeah, I'd really like you to start working now, if that's a thing. This guy's got all kinds of wheat. Is that within range? Yes. We want to drop off here. Manage line. Hamburger halt. Clear all this stuff. You know what? I'll worry about that in a minute. I'm gonna let this train run for a minute, okay? Because I gotta let this train run, and I gotta see what I've missed. I know I gotta add a few trucks up here, because that's a thing. But I also got to make sure that this train is going to stop where I want it to, right? Like, I'm glad that that wheat line is making money, but really, it shouldn't be making any money just yet. Oh, look at this. He's trying to put a road in. Isn't that nice? All right. Oh, you didn't stop. Why didn't you stop? Isn't this a stop? That's a stop for you, right? Manage the line. I'm pretty sure this is a stop, right? Oh, you goof. You missed it. That's where I've messed up. Okay, so... So, yeah, 1... You picked up bread, you got him on the right side of the line, but then you forgot to tell him to stop here. I was sure I did that right. Stockholm signal 5. I'm going to take that out. Yeah, like, that wasn't what you wanted. Where is 3? Oh, okay, yeah. So I need him there, and then I need to add a station here. Right, and then I think that's the problem. I think that's where we've lost them. Now, I'm glad to see all this wood. We're going to watch that for a second. So we're not going to... Oh, no. We're too close to getting this to work now, people. We're not letting you go just yet. You know what you need to do, though? Yeah, I need to put some trucks on this line now, or he's never going to move. This is your time to shine with a truck line. That's really bad rhyming. Well, rhymes the time. Get with it, son. Sure. Okay. Wow, that's terrible. Where can I put these trucks at that won't cost me a fortune? Holy smokes, 77,000, 250,000, 11,000, done. You're in. So, do I have a line that runs that already? I'm pretty sure I do, right? This is Copenhagen Tools Truck. Yes, I do. Okay, Copenhagen's Tools Truck. All right, so we're going to buy... we're going to try 3 to start. Okay. And Copenhagen Tools truck line. There. So he's going to pick that up. He should turn it into lumber. You should do something with it, mister. Yeah. Do all the flashy things. I don't care. Okay. Now, does that convince you to start making bread? Yes, it does. Oh, good. Yay, us. And you better start dumping that bread out over here onto this train line. And I'll be really happy about that. Right? Anyway, stored. Listen, you do realize these guys can't take this bread anywhere, right? There's no place for this bread to go except onto this train line. Because that's a thing. I want you to put the bread out here. I'm sure that train is coming down here. Tickety-boo. Where is that? That train is really fast. Where is he? Oh, okay. He's coming down here now. And he's full of lumber. That's what we want. Now, he won't get any lumber until his next stop. And that's fine. This is working. Lumber coming out. That's great. Oh, good. Here comes the bread. A little faster would be great, but we'll see how that goes. Because this train is costing me a fortune. All right, so we're getting autosave just for the extra excitement of everything here. All right, that's fine. We just want to make sure all the pieces are working, and then I'm going to bring you back, real quick cut, to see the outcome of all the things. So we would be dropping off lumber here, but we don't have any yet. And these trucks are running around here going, well, I don't know what to do. Well, get a grip, dude. Get a grip. Meanwhile, he's coming down here for bread, and you stuck 5 bread. Really? Is that all these guys want? Well, not him. What do these guys want? 131. He wants 47 bread, dude. You can give him a lot more bread than 5. Anyway, he's going to take the 5. Of course he is. And he's going to take that bread all the way north. And of course, he hasn't made this first drop, so this is still considered 0. We'll see what happens here. Boy, this is going to need a lot of balancing. So much balancing. We are making money, but it is slow because most of my profits are now being eaten alive by non-profit lines. And this is why we want to have several easy going lines that were making me, $300,000-$400,000 to make sure that when we started into trains and all the things, wow, look at this. Oh, that looks so good. Looks so good. So when we get started on that, we have a chance, right? Because, I mean, once you get trains running and they get running really profitable, then you got even more money. But you got to get them first couple up and running. And of course, I didn't take nothing easy here, people. I'm going with the convoluted one at the start just because, hey, I'm crazy like that, right? Hey, there's $104,000 for dropping off 5 pieces of bread. And this guy's going to pick up his 5 pieces of bread and deliver them to Stockholm. And now he's going to pick up this lumber, which there is 440 of. So, okay, lots of delivery there. I want to see the price on that when it gets down here. That should be a good dollar. Let's hope that part of the trip makes the profit. Okay, well, we have more bread. 18 now. 5% is not a great transport system, but I'll fix it. I'll fix it. You bet I'll fix it. So he's coming back down here now. Boy, this episode's running long, isn't it? Sure is. He's coming down here. We'll park him over here. He's not making me any money yet. Yikes. But we'll see how much he makes me on this drop off. And then he's got to pick up planks. So what is that? 110,000? I think that was 110,000. Pretty sure it was 110,000. Anyway, that's what we want to see. We want to see 4 carts because, again, it's a 2-to-1 ratio. So we're going to see 4 out of 8 carts on that. They're going to get dropped off here, right? And then he's going to go off and get me more bread, and he can do that. While he's getting me that bread, we're going to see if these guys get excited enough to start giving me, start making stuff for me. All right, so he just dropped off all the lumber, right? And what else did you drop? Oh, okay, he just dropped off lumber. I was going to say, that doesn't look like lumber, but I guess it is. And now we have the 3 trucks now coming down to pick up this stuff and hopefully start turning these tools into bread. I can see me needing more trucks here. Well, it all depends on how fast he picks up this 48 lumber with these 3 trucks. So now that's their, and this will help with them because that's going to help their profit margin, right? So of course now this is starting to come back, starting to come online, and this is actually a pretty small city. I'm surprised they only went with a small city, small town size for this because Copenhagen is actually pretty big, But that's going to at least allow that to start. What's he got on there for bread? 38. Yes, man, 38. That's what I want to see. That's what I want to see. I want to see money. Money, people. I want to see money. Even at 5% transport, make me money. That's right. There's 107 there. Is the transport here the problem? I wouldn't think so. I mean, I can always put another truck on there, though. I will definitely do that. And we will stick that on the Stockholm bread truck, the green line. There you go. You just go ahead and join your friends there. We'll try and move a little more wheat around. 38. I mean, that's great. Where's that train at? Oh, he's coming in here right now. Boom, look at this. And boom, 38 bread just showed up. Oh, yeah. And we got 3 trucks running around here like crazy. And hopefully they're going to pick up some of this bread. Yes, do that, dude. And let's see how that goes. So let's have a look at the profit line. I am going to bring you back. Hey, everything's making money except for the second truck line of bread. Oh, look at this guy taking this shortcut. I'll fix him in a minute. Everybody's making money here. The train is making bank. Boom. Hopefully we'll make more money with him shortly. Yeah, we just need this bread line to get started up. And hopefully when it does, he's going to show me some money. Boom. That's right. We're gonna make some money here, people. Yes, you bet. All right, I'm gonna bring you right back as a wrap up for this one, and we'll see how well this train gets floated in. I am gonna try to put a second train out there. I think that will allow both of these sides to at least get a little bit more going, and after that, sky's the limit. We'll see how much money we make, people. I'll bring it right back. Oh yeah, people, I love money. I love money. You betcha. Hey, look, I made a thing and it worked. Well, yes, of course. I was pretty confident on the working thing, but, it does help to see it actually working every once in a while. And in this case, hey, it's working. You bet. Now, keep in mind, it's nice to see all these as blue numbers, but that's not the point of it. The point of it is that, some lines, like this little truck line that we've got down here, delivering the bread into town, doesn't matter if the train line is making over $2 million, right? We can take loss on this to keep this profitable. That's the point, right? That's where we want to take, instead of 300,000 here and 300,000 there, well, if something's just barely making any money, but the other thing's making millions of dollars, that's what you want to do, people. Hey, we make money. We're making all kinds of money. I like it. Not too bad for a first line, huh? Let's just, run an extra long episode and throw some curveballs at it. You're good to go. That's how it works, people. Hey, let's put up a banner so as I think I'm cool and all the stuff. I'm Max. This has been Transport Fever 2 Eurovision. You know it. We're making all kinds of money. Stockholm is happy. They're getting all kinds of bread. They're up to 215 and growing. We like that. Copenhagen, look, they were way down at like 77. They're up to 126. They're getting all kinds of them tools. They're so happy. They're so happy. So is Max. Max is so happy because he's making money on stuff. It's actually really good. In fact, the one weird one that isn't making a lot of money at the moment is the Zurich brick line. And I'm probably going to have a peek at that. We'll come down here a little bit. We're going to probably have a peek at that later, right? Because there appears to be a lot of trucks. Like, see this big space here? That shouldn't be a thing. All right. So for some reason, we are experiencing a large amount of space here. So I'm not quite sure why that is. It was doing half decent for a fair amount of time, and its transport line is at 100%. But I think it's either running into just a lot of traffic, or the spacing's gotten a little wonky, and now it's not exactly level. So it is something that we will explore, or I will explore offline. See, now it's coming back up. But I will say that Zurich brick line is a little problematic. But meanwhile, we're making all kinds of money, people. Big thanks to recent subscribers. Their names are at the bottom of the screen. And for everybody that's been watching the series, I appreciate that very much. I mean, how many more crazy, complicated lines can I make? Well, I'm pretty sure we can make more, because that's a thing. I'm looking at some islands over here. Maybe we can do something with this. I don't know. I mean, this all is kind of working pretty good. But hey, someone likes tools, and there's oil up here. Oil, huh? Well, I wonder if we can do something with that. I won't hold my breath on it. I just want to say, let's not hold our breath on it. But we'll see what happens with the next episode, and I will see you on the next episode. Take care.